All right, guys, let's get into the top websites here for insurance agents. Now, I'm Hunter with Nelson Insurance, but I have, um, I've used a lot of different websites. I think the website for insurance agencies just makes a huge difference. I mean, people are going to be visiting this thing. You go look at top insurance companies, their website's fantastic. Top insurance agencies, their website's fantastic. Websites are going to be how I think you guys get your best clients by running paid ads and little lead forms on Facebook and all that BS. It just drives the guys who are going to spend 30 seconds filling out a form and they might go fill out 10 of them buying leads. They're clicking on ads that have get insurance for as low as $5 a month. Like it's just garbage stuff. Websites is the most, it is just in my opinion, the best thing out there to bring in good clients, and it really is going to be the backbone of your agency. I use my website more than anything else. I mean, it dang near is used more than my AMS. Probably actually, 100% is used more than my AMS. I don't think I could live. I don't think I could run the agency remotely what it is today without the features of my website. So I'm going to get into the top four that I have found. I've looked at almost every website provider out there. I've talked to a ton of different agency owners. The people's websites I'm using here today are all big time agencies. This is not some local guy down the road who's got one employee. These websites are going to be the best of the best. They're going to have more functionality than just a Wix website. So let's get into it here on who I think is the best and just comparing the top four guys. Now, again, here, when I'm saying this, they're all going to have their own categories where they're going to win. So these websites are going to be the best depending on your needs here. And I'll kind of go over each need and where they lack and where they are really strong. So first, I'll get in here to this. It's called like a Forge 3 website. I don't know if they got bought out recently by Agency Revolution or they always have been this. I don't really know, honestly. But Forge 3 is one of the bigger ones. I would say they're probably the third largest on this list, so a little smaller than Agency Evolved and Gravity Certs. You can see here they got $1,000 startup fee, one or $310 a month. For the pricing on that, it's actually not bad at all. You guys might think, "Holy crap, $300 for a website, $1,000 down." I'd say it's actually not bad. It is a little bit more on the spendy side, but definitely not bad at all. As you can see here, you got the 110 a month. It's got this. Social media is not in there. Local listing is. Texting is. I don't know if that's in there. Um, but yeah, so either way. So these guys, it really seems like it's more of a marketing company. And I'll show you guys an example of this too, but it's a lot of the marketing side. And you'll see Agency Evolved is kind of the same way. They're going to do a lot more than just your website, but they're also going to help you market and build your brand. So they're going to have a lot of connections here. So if you guys are using AMS 360 Applied or Hawksoft, this might be maybe the best one here for y'all. Salt. So I'm assuming here if they got Salt, maybe they don't have their own forms. They got ePay and all that stuff. Can't be Connect for your personal line guys. As you can see here, they got a dashboard, track quote submissions. I don't know if this has a little CRM in it too, but I was looking at it and it definitely might. Personalized links, which is pretty nice. A lot of the guys on here do their own personalized links. Pop-ups, built-in videos, banners, all sorts of stuff to get people really involved. I have seen every Forge 3 website has this, or Agency Revolution website has this. Frankly, in my opinion, I think it's kind of worthless. AI assistant for building your website. And I'll kind of get into managing the websites too, because when you guys go in here, you're going to realize, I mean, if you guys are anything like me, I changed my mind quite a bit on the website. Social media. So again, this is a really marketing website. You really want to see, I want to get this thing blasted all over social media. If that's the case, these guys and Agency Evolve is probably going to be the best for you here. Here's a website that Forge 3 or Agency Revolution has. This is Intercom. This has nothing to do with them, but this is Truck Riders. If you guys know Truck Riders, massive agency out of Minnesota. So you can see the website's pretty dang slick. They don't have a ton on here for SEO, I'd say, but the functionality is great. As you can see here are the forms, pretty basic forms, nothing too crazy in my opinion by any means. But it's just a really nice looking website. Functionality is good, which is really what matters most. But as you can see here, there's not a whole lot for SEO driven here. Forms pretty basic, so nothing too crazy along those lines. And you can see they got these little like hot points all over. I mean, they had that other thing on the website I was showing you. So definitely not bad at all. We're going to Agency Evolved here. Their website really doesn't tell me a whole lot. I remember when I was looking into them when I was first choosing my website. Again, I thought they were a lot like Agency Revolution. Now, there are going to be a lot in the marketing. They're going to be a lot on the website's probably not. Well, the website's definitely going to not be as advanced, but it's be a nice looking website, and it's going to do a lot of the just overall marketing. So I've got Florida Risk Partners here, David Carruthers agency. David Carruthers is a monster agency. I mean, this guy, he is probably the most popular guy in insurance. I mean, he just nuts. So as you can see, here's his website. Definitely very nice. You can see he's got quite a bit here on the SEO side. Don't know if I'd call it crazy by any means. Definitely not a lot, not a lot for SEO. Same time, aggravation, money. Don't know if I really love that deal. Not a super techie or next level website by any mean. I mean, you got stuff like this. Again, very, very good. It's gonna be these two are gonna be the best if you're wanting like a 6 out of 10 website, but you guys are wanting the marketing just kind of an all-in-one. Now I'll get into two guys here who really are gonna specialize the best in the two websites I have done. Now, Tostin Marketing, hands down, best SEO for any website out there on the market. Okay, I had them originally. I very first had a website that some guy built me, and it was very just like basic plain. It was just a normal website that was built for me, like just like how you hire anybody else out, right? And so I didn't charge you monthly at all on it, because that's probably the worst thing you could do, is not have your website charge you monthly on it, because there's definitely no features, and it's just built and it's one and done. So there's no SEO, no nothing on it, okay? That's what I had. Then I got recommended Tostin Marketing. I was very happy with it. I'll tell you guys later why I left and went to Gravity Certs. But Tostin Marketing's SEO, again, is going to be next to none. The guy who ran it, I think, I believe did the SEO work for Progressive. And you can see here, pretty dang good SEO. I mean, it's listing out every possible thing. Very, very functional. The look of it is nothing groundbreaking. Now, this guy, Florida Risk Partners, ran by Cameron Brown, massive agency. It says over 1,600 positive reviews. The guy's got like 2,100 five-star reviews on Google. It's just a freak at that stuff. But when you go here, you're going to realize, look at all this. Anybody goes and looks up cyber liability or cyber insurance, auto insurance, whatever. It's got everything broken down to a niche where these guys are going to be the first one to pop up by a long shot. Okay. And that is really why these guys are so good. You click on RV insurance. It's just got a quick little form. He's got YouTube videos all around. You can see here frequently asked questions. It's the stuff that gets people comfortable. It's easy to read. It's not the most pretty thing in the world. You got a fat bar up top here. But I mean, again, it is just so SEO driven. And so if you guys are wanting that and very little functionality on your website, I would say Tostin Marketing is probably the way to go. Now, here is going to be, and let me get into the prices here real quick too. These guys, I have no idea. I frankly have no idea. I couldn't find it. They didn't tell me, I think, when I talked to them. Or I can't remember anyway. Tostin Marketing, when I was with them, it was actually relatively cheap. It depends on how much you want to do there. So when I was with Tostin Marketing, it was $100 a month for the Google management. So they manage my Google profile, $100 a month for the blogs and the upkeep, then $100 a month for my website, just in general. No down payment, no nothing. Just built me a website tailored towards me. I told them exactly what I want. It looked perfect. Again, it was just a little outdated in my opinion. The functionality wasn't quite there. But again, honestly, I could notice a difference in the leads that I had coming in because of the constant work on it. Now I will get into the most robust functional website I have ever found out there. It's going to be Gravity Certs. And again, some of these guys probably do have some of this stuff. But when I was looking at websites, I couldn't find anybody who did it as well as Gravity Certs. Gravity Certs has got everything you could possibly think of. This thing's got an intranet for your employees. Everybody needs an intranet and an agency portal. This thing's got custom forms, and I'll show you this stuff. It's got freaking API to quote Cover Whale for you. If you are a trucking agent, this is a must. It is just next to none. I mean, you can get quotes done right there. Um, it's got API to Momentum and EasyLinks, Zapier. I mean, obviously, another quoting platform for Bold Penguin. So I'm almost certain it will quote this stuff for you automatically. When a form's filled out, it gets put in Agency Zoom. It's got, oh yeah, I think there's one deal out there called like, you guys know what I'm talking about, but it's the Accord form filler. It's not Wonderwrite, but like Symphony or something like that. Starts with an S. I can't remember what it is. But you go in there, and I think it's a automatic form filler for Accord forms and all that. It's got my how-tos in there. It syncs with all your AMS, plus agency Zoom, all that stuff. So let's go look at my website. I can just show you guys here. So I click get a quote. Very, very slick looking, right? Super slick looking. I can request a call. Boom, fills it out right here. And then I can choose who that form goes to. Start a trucking quote. I've got a little deal in here, little video, starts filling out the form. And as it gets the VINs part, you go to VINs and it automatically fills the VIN, all the vehicle information right there. I can go and edit this thing as much possible, or as much as I want. I can choose what's required, what's not required, all that stuff. And I can choose who it's going to based on the state. We're a big agency. We got different agents taking on different states, so we don't run into each other. So if somebody fills out a quote in South Carolina, I know it's going to Rob. I've got all sorts of different stuff here. So I've got all these forms here. They're all pre-filled out for me when I bought the website. And I can go in there and edit them. And the website, I mean, just look at this thing. It moves like a truck is freaking driving as I'm moving down. It's got that. I've got a partners page, manager policy, click client center. It automatically syncs with the AMS. And now I've got all my information on here. Obviously, I'm not documenting like crazy for my own AMS policy, but if I was, all my stuff would pop up there. Again, the SEO is right there. All this stuff's popping up. If I go click on box trucks, it's going to pull me up to a nice page here. Get a quote. Resources, trucking insurance calculator, make a payment, policy change request, loss runs request, MVR request. I've got a partners page with some of these guys that I partner with, and they make this all pre-filled out and give you idea for partners. So if somebody goes in here and they're like, oh, I want to get up a truck stop. Boom, right here. I'm going to make some money from it. I'm going to affiliate with these guys. I've got an about page. You go look at our team. It's really slick looking. You got this stuff right here. Click on me. Call, email, refer, start a quote, boom, takes you to this stuff. The about page. Now let me show you where the secret is at here, okay? Agency intranet. If I go into here, I've got all my posts, I've got all my how-tos, I've got the training and resources. I can go in here and I can create a quote proposal. Fill out this stuff, put a little video link in there for the client. It emails the client a super slick looking quote proposal. If you've got COIs and all this stuff needed, oh, hey, I need RMIS. Well, let's say he forgot to send you the information for it. I can go in here, pull it up real quick. I've got my company list. I'm not going to show you guys all my insurance carriers, but I've even got, well, you know what? I'll show you guys the top ones here. I can go filter. I want transportation. I want commercial auto. I want whoever's in Illinois. And I want these guys. I got a hazmat guy. Who's going to be taking this? Apply filter and show me all my insurance companies. I mean, this thing is as slick as can be. And again, when they're filling out that form, boom, it goes and puts it in Agency Zoom. If you guys are using the AMS, you can put in the AMS. For your CRM, you can put in the AMS. It can quote some of the carriers for you. I mean, my gosh, it is slick. People fill out my quote form all the time, just right away. And I mean, It's nuts. It really is just nuts. Got a trucking calculator on there. The forms I can go adjust at any time right there. All that stuff. So yeah, I mean, there's that. Let's go show you guys pricing here. So you got templates, so it does all that, personalized quote form, all that. It's even got a property quote filler, so you type in the address, it's going to populate a lot of the information. The SEO, so they're not going to do any active SEO or marketing work for you. So this is kind of the downfall of agency or of Gravity Search here. I've just got my VA who goes and make Facebook posts, and the thing that made what I was kind of thinking about with it is like nobody's ever bringing in a million leads from Facebook and talking about how non-paid ads on Facebook has really brought them in more leads than they can imagine. I don't want some just kind of cookie cutter post you can put on Facebook. You might get a like or two at most, and then whatever. So if I post them on Facebook, I'm gonna throw in some events I'm doing and something that's really personalized, and that's kind of tough to have your marketing company do. So again, not saying the marketing companies are not great, but it just wasn't as important to me. So I wanted the functionality to really have the back of my website here. So yeah, $400 a month. $400 a month for the agency pass, $300 for team pass, $200 for fast pass, $0 setup fee. That's if you pay monthly. If you pay in full or for the year, I should say, you get a 2-month off on that. So, I mean, the Second Eternal website, it really just cuts out a lot of the cost. So it is the most expensive here, but it got rid of a lot of the extra cost. You have no intranet needed. You have no salt or anything on those lines needed for quote forms. You don't need whatever that thing is that fills out their quote forms. And I knew I was forgetting something. Here is the best thing. I won't show you guys this, but when I go fill out a quote form for trucking, okay, for example, or for BOPS, whatever, you're going to have supplementals that need to be filled out. Some of your carriers require accord forms. Some of your guys have their own quote form that needs to be filled out. Well, my gosh, that stuff just sucks up time, doesn't it? When I go fill out a quote form, it pastes all the data and I can map it however the heck I want. When I go fill out one quote form through Gravity Search, it fills out 11 forms, I think, for me, and they're 95% done. So to make the form not a million questions long, it fills all of them out 95% because I don't have all the questions answered. I go through in 2 minutes. I've got all my supplementals, accords, everything needed. I go send it off to every single insurance company I got, and it's all done. So renewals, we fill out a quote form. New business, we fill out a quote form. I don't have to forget about anything. Whatever, right? I mean, it's just slick. So it just saves you a ton of money because you can get rid of a lot of excess deals there. So yeah, I'll put my code down in the bottom. I actually partnered up with Gravity Search. So if you guys want to get over to Gravity Search, you guys get 50% off you guys' first month there to get started up. So it saves you guys some money there. Again, I've used most of these websites. I've switched my website multiple times. My website means a ton to me. So I didn't take it lightly when I partnered up with Gravity Search. Actually, I reached out to them. And yeah, I mean, I did it for a reason. I really just thought it was the best. And I don't think I don't ever see myself switching my website ever again. A lot of these big trucking insurance agencies are using Gravity Search. LogRock is, Strong Insurance is, Tailored Insurance. I mean, I see trucking insurance agencies have Gravity Search for a reason. And I think it's probably the most popular among trucking insurance agencies. They also, I do want to specify, they do commercial, they do personal lines. It's just as pretty, it's just as functional. You guys are still going to have to fill out, if you guys are doing commercial, just normal commercial, you're going to fill out 10 times the core forms I am. This is going to be the thing. You guys are going to have to train new employees. You're going to have an intranet for it. So I'll put the link down the bottom. I'll put my code in there. You guys get 50% off. Go check out Gravity Search. If you guys want super crazy SEO, go check out Tasa Marketing. If you guys want a one and done, you're kind of good having just a mediocre on kind of everything. Again, not calling them mediocre, but they're not a master of one. They're a jack of all trades, right? So if you want something like that, go to Agency Revolution or Agency Evolved. They'll do everything for you, and it's kind of a one and done type deal. So Yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Just wanted to get out there and talk about websites because I don't think a lot of people do for insurance agencies, and it's a big deal to me. So please like, subscribe, and check out the comments if you guys need any help or want to see some of the resources I have available. Thanks.